Hi there, I'm Casey Worley, and welcome to another episode of the Community Show. On this week's show, we will begin by having news and events from Floyd and Wythe Counties, sponsored by the Floyd Press and the Wytheville Enterprise. And then we will move on to this week's sports action. And then finally, on this week's Something to Chat About, we will have a healthy living tip with Lenise Anderson and a safety tip from Citizens Safety Team. So stay tuned and we'll be right back. Welcome to this week's What's Going On. We will begin by discussing Wytheville news, sponsored by the Wytheville Enterprise. A childhood love of science fiction and superheroes never left Dan Delby. That passion has prompted the Wytheville resident to write, draw, and publish his own work. Since creating his first comic book 2 years ago, the illustrator and author has published 13 more comic books and 6 volumes of short stories. His latest collection of science fiction stories is titled Astounding Glimpses. Delby noted that he has included the best 16 short stories and that some are from previous books and some are new. An online digital version is available for $6.99 at Delby's website, dandelby.com. Hard copies were published by Kaboom, a Florida publishing company, and sell for $10 each. Next, accused of running an illegal NASCAR gambling pool in August, the administrator of the Wytheville Moose Lodge was indicted this week on a felony charge. Daniel David Burtzer, 52, of Wytheville, was charged on Monday with operating an illegal gambling enterprise, a conviction of which can result in up to 5 years in prison. The direct indictment followed Monday's regular grand jury session. According to the indictment and the Commonwealth Attorney's Office, a Virginia Department of Alcoholic Beverage Control investigator discovered the operation during a routine inspection of the lodge. The pool was based on NASCAR races and operated out of the Moose Lodge, a prosecutor said in an email. No other individuals are being investigated. Next, the old jailhouse building in Wytheville is one step closer to demolition. A required public hearing was set Monday night by Wytheville Town Council. The hearing will be held Tuesday, November 12th at 7 p.m. during Council's rescheduled meeting. Because Council's first regular session in November falls on Veterans Day, Council will meet on Tuesday of that week instead of Monday. Gravel is rolling down the conveyor belts again, and the trucks are rolling to 1349 Shooting Creek Road. After several weeks of shutting down and delay, R&S Stone LLC is in production once again. Terry Reed said that they were cleaned out during the time when they were shut down. Reed turned the day-to-day operations over to his children, Garth Reed and Terry Smith, 5 years ago. Terry Reed continues to work with the family business. When the old crusher wore out, R&S ordered a Gator crusher, manufactured in China. The new crusher, which weighs about 50,000 pounds, was shipped by trailer from California. The new Gator is the only one operating on the East Coast. The next closest one is in Alabama. Location is everything to Wytheville businessman Barry Catron. That's why he bought property in full view of both lanes of Interstate 81 to locate his latest vendor. It also helps that Exterior Plus is located in an eye-catching log house building. A large sign on the front of the structure provides the business's website. Exterior Plus specializes in custom-made awnings, roofing material, home and garage doors, and window and log siding. The company also does new construction and builds additions to homes or businesses. Robert Collins is manager of Exterior Plus, and he is the former owner of Affordable Windows in Wytheville. Dr. Donald Lindsay keeps waiting. He waits for that one photograph, the one video, the one scrap of fur that will verify the existence of cougars in Virginia or the Great Smoky Mountains of Tennessee. So far, the elusive massive cat eludes him, but not for a lack of effort on Lindsay's part to find it. For more than 3 decades, he has interviewed every person who reports a sighting to him. He developed a device made of carpet and nails that he attaches to trees to gather fur from animals that rub up against the trees. Then he sends the fur off to DNA analysis. He has installed motion detector cameras at various sites, and he even trained his dogs to track down the cougars. But still, after all these years, he has nothing. Lindsay spoke to a packed house last Monday about his research. His presentation was the first in an academic lecture series presented by the Wytheville Community College as part of its 50th anniversary celebration. If there are cougars in this area, chances are they do not roam nearly as far, the professor said. Deer are cougars' main food source, and they eat an average of 1 per week. Because deer are so plentiful here, it is not necessary for a cougar to roam very far, maybe 25 square miles. The fact that they do not have to wander far for food is one of the reasons cougars remain to be elusive in the area. In addition, they are most active at dawn and dusk when less people are out, and they are shy by nature. 17 years ago, a friend gave Crystal Gillen a bar of homemade oatmeal soap. At first, she only made the soap for family and friends, and then eventually she added making liquid soaps, lotions, creams, lip balms, and scrubs. Several years ago, she formed Mule Hell Trading Company and began selling her products at nearby stores, fairs, and festivals. She perfected her concoctions in her farmhouse on Mule Hell Road, but by this summer was overrun with equipment and sweet-smelling soaps and suds. Saturday, October 26th, she will open her new storefront in Cripple Creek, just miles from her home where it all began. In addition to her Mule Hell items, she will eventually offer grass-fed beef, bulk food, and items produced by local artisans. Regular store hours are Wednesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The store is closed on Mondays and Tuesdays and Sundays. For more information, call 276-621-4741 or visit the store's Facebook page. A 20-year-old Wytheville woman was sentenced to jail time Thursday in Wythe County Circuit Court for taking indecent liberties with a minor. Brooke Nicole Smelzer received a 10-year sentence with all but 1 year and 2 months suspended by Judge Josiah Showalter. Smelzer entered a guilty plea to the charge in June, with the court ordering a pre-sentence report and psychiatric evaluation. She had been originally charged with 2 counts of aggravated sexual assault, but one of those charges was dropped in June and another one amended to indecent liberties. According to evidence presented Wednesday afternoon from the pre-sentence hearing, Smelzer had just turned 18 and the male victim was 5 years old when the incident occurred 2 years ago. She was charged after the boy told his mother about the incidents. And now for Floyd News, sponsored by the Floyd Press. Jewelry designer Anne Vaughn needed help for her degenerative disc disease. She had explored other avenues and was considering surgery when local music teacher Carrie Kovic recommended the Blue Ridge Center for Chinese Medicine in Pilot. Vaughn said that when she went to the center and told them about her disease, the staff confidently took on her problem. Barry Franco, LAC, did therapeutic massage, which prepared Vaughn for acupuncture provided by Jason Redimbo, who started the center. After 9 visits, an ailment she had for years was gone, she said. She stated that she can go there now and within 1 to 2 treatments be back to where she needs to be. It's a caring community of practitioners, she went on to say, adding that she was glad more people are using Chinese medicine. A 10-point grading scale may be in the future for Floyd County schools. At the Floyd County School Board meeting last Monday, the idea drew much support. During the public comment session, the president of the Floyd Elementary School PTO said the change to the new system would help the schools. School board members were interested in the idea and formed a committee to see if the new scale could be in place for the 2014-2015 academic year. Board member Margaret Hubbard wondered if the system could be implemented between semesters. After nearly 2 weeks closed because of the government shutdown, the Mabry Mill restaurant reopened last Friday, but still lost at least $65,000 during the peak leaf weekend on the Blue Ridge Parkway. A large crowd turned out for breakfast Friday morning, and the restaurant accommodated the crowd by combining single diners on tables. Several Parkway attractions like the Mill Restaurant, Peaks of Otter, north of Roanoke, and the Pisgah Inn near Brevard, North Carolina, are run by private vendors who contract with the National Park Service. All had asked for permission to stay open, but were initially turned down by Park Service officials. Radcliffe shut down the restaurant after the partial government shutdown began on October 1st. The closure meant a sharp drop in traffic and no business on the first weekend in October, when large crowds came to Floyd for the annual Arts and Crafts Fair. And leaf watchers said the parkway foliage in the area was at its peak. With a love of retail, Teresa Battle is back in business with Teresa's Treasures. Her first shop, featuring home decor, opened in 2002 in the Bell's Towing parking lot in Floyd. It was in operation for 2 years, and Teresa explained that toward the end of that 2 years, she had started to feel extra tired, and she had a little one and was trying to work another job, so she closed the business down. Sometime later, she started noticing signs that things weren't right and went in for a colonoscopy, where she found out that she had colorectal cancer. Teresa said she is a big believer in the importance of having a colonoscopy, and she has now been cancer-free for 9 years, and so the new shop, which opened its doors this past June, has special significance in that she has been able to return to her dream of being a business owner. The 600-square-foot shop, located at 111 Wilson Street, just behind Finders Keepers and across from the old church gallery, is a novelty in itself. It's a business space reborn. Formerly the office space for Dale's Garage, it is now filled with a variety of country and primitive items for the home, jewelry, handbags, and gift selections. And then finally, don't forget that this weekend is the last weekend for the Floyd Ghost Tour. The tours meet at the Blackwater Loft at 7 p.m. The final dates are this Friday and Saturday, November 1st and 2nd, and the cost is $7. You can find out more information by going to strangetalesoffloydcounty.com. And then next, don't forget to come out to Citizens Red Carpet Halloween event this Thursday, October 31st from 4 to 7 p.m. Enjoy snacks, candy, games, and prizes, and kids will also get their picture taken for free. And that is all for this week's What's Going On. We'll be right back, as next we'll be discussing this week's sports action.
Bank of Floyd has been the bank thousands of Virginia families trust to manage their personal finances and grow their businesses.
We understand that we need to earn our customers' business every time, and to do that, we need to know them.
We focus on individual customer solutions. We're more than just your community bank, we're your neighbors.
Bank of Floyd has our best interest, and I really appreciate that.
Bank of Floyd, neighbors helping neighbors. That's what we do best. Experience the difference.
Here at Floyd Pharmacy, we know you. We know your doctor, and we're there in the case of an emergency. We keep a complete record of all the prescriptions you take, which can help alert our pharmacist to a potential problematic drug, allergy, or food interaction. We even offer free local delivery and fast, friendly service. While you're here, take time to check out our gift shop, as we now carry items from Willow Tree, and we can service your photo needs with our 2 Kodak machines. At Floyd Pharmacy, we want to be more than just your local pharmacy. We want you to feel at home here too. Go Buffaloes!
And now for this week's sports action, beginning with football. The Floyd County Buffaloes take on the Giles County Spartans on the Spartan home field on Friday, November 1st at 7 p.m. The George Wythe Maroons will play at Holston at 7:30 p.m. on Friday, November 1st. And finally, the Fort Chiswell football team hosts Graham this Friday, November 1st, with the kickoff time at 7 o'clock p.m. In cross-country news, the Floyd County cross-country team will participate in the Region 2A West Cross-Country Championship. Race times begin at 3 o'clock p.m. for the boys varsity race and 4 o'clock p.m. for the girls varsity race. And then moving on to volleyball. The Floyd County varsity volleyball team will be playing Thursday, October 31st at 5:30 p.m. at Glenver High School. And then the George Wythe High School volleyball team will be hosting a tournament at home on Monday, November 4th and Wednesday, November 6th, with game times beginning at 6 p.m. And we would like to say good luck to all of our sports this week. And that is all for this week's sports action. We'll be right back. Up next is this week's Something to Chat About.
Offering authentic Italian food and American food with a twist, Mickey G's features fresh seafood, brick oven pizza, outdoor dining, gluten-free options, and local produce when available. Whether dining a la carte, chef's choice, or family style, you are sure to leave satisfied. Be sure to check us out online at Facebook and coming soon to Twitter.
Finally, real Italian!
In the nation, our agents are always there, helping make sure that when your life changes, your nationwide insurance coverage changes too. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Join the nation where protection is personal.
Nationwide is on your side.
Hello, this is Cindy Weaver with Citizen Safety Team. For this week's safety moment, we will share with you some Halloween safety tips. Tip number 1, walk safely. Children under 12 should trick or treat and cross streets with an adult. Cross the street at corners using traffic signals and crosswalks. Look left, right, and left again when crossing and keep looking as you cross. Walk, don't run across the street. Teach children to make eye contact with drivers before crossing in front of them. Always walk on sidewalks. If there are no sidewalks, walk facing traffic as far to the left as possible. Children should walk on direct routes with the fewest street crossings. Watch for cars that are turning or backing up. Teach children to never dart out into the street or cross between parked cars. Tip 2. Trick or treat with an adult. Children under the age of 12 should not be alone at night without adult supervision. If kids are mature enough to be out without supervision, they should stick to familiar areas that are well lit and trick or treat in groups. Tip 3. Keep costumes both creative and safe. When selecting a costume, make sure it is the right size to prevent trips or falls. Decorate costumes and bags with reflective tape or stickers and, if possible, choose light colors. Choose face paint and makeup whenever possible instead of masks, which can obstruct a child's vision. Choose face paint and makeup whenever possible instead of masks, which can obstruct a child's vision. Have kids carry glow sticks or flashlights to help them see and be seen by drivers. Tip 4. Double check candy and costumes. Check treats for signs of tampering before children are allowed to eat them. Remind children to eat only treats in original unopened wrappers. Candy should be thrown away if the wrapper is faded or torn, or if the candy has been unwrapped. While glow sticks are good for visibility, remember that the liquid in glow sticks is also hazardous, so parents should remind children not to chew on or break them. Look for non-toxic designations when choosing Halloween makeup. Tip 5. Use caution while driving on Halloween. Slow down and be especially alert in residential neighborhoods. Children are excited on Halloween and may move in unpredictable ways. Take extra time to look for kids at intersections, on medians, and on curbs. Enter and exit driveways and alleys slowly and carefully. Eliminate any distractions inside your car so you can concentrate on the road and your surroundings. Drive safely, anticipate heavy pedestrian traffic, and turn your headlights on earlier in the day to spot children from greater distances.
Bell's Towing and Recovery, located at 222 East Main Street in Floyd, provides auto and truck towing and recovery services, vehicle lockout service, and secure auto storage with weekend access. They have two 21-foot rollback towing trucks equipped with four-wheel drive for those winter days. Contact owner Tommy Bell 24 hours a day at 540-745-3364. Bell's Towing and Recovery, serving Floyd County and surrounding areas for over 30 years.
Ray's Restaurant in Floyd has a full lunch buffet Wednesday through Friday and Saturday night. We have seafood on Friday buffet, and we also offer a senior discount for lunch. Then on Saturday's buffet, children 6 and under can eat for $4 or eat off the menu. Try our famous Hatcher Burger or one of our super salads today. You need a caterer? We can do it. We also offer a full-service bar. Come out and eat at Ray's. We're located 2 miles north from the light on Highway 221.
Hi, this is Lenise Anderson with another healthy living tip for you. Are you looking for a simple way to extend your life? Why not give yourself 30 minutes of physical exercise every day and you'll end up gaining extra years? A recent study followed 400,000 people over an 8-year period and found that even just 15 minutes of daily light activity like walking will make you physically 3 years younger than your couch potato friends and cut your chances of dying from just about anything by 14%. When it comes to walking, a little more is always a little better. In fact, the World Health Organization and the Centers for Disease Control both recommend 30 minutes of activity every day. By squeezing in that extra 15 minutes, you'll likely live even a few more years, not to mention that your daily life will be even more pleasurable. That's because 30 minutes of brisk walking or any moderately intense activity is actually a great antidepressant. Not to mention, it does wonders for lowering blood pressure, which is really good news for the over 80% of Americans that suffer from high blood pressure. 30 minutes of brisk activity or walking every day decreases the risk of diabetes by over 50% in people who are overweight or are having blood sugar issues. 30 minutes of activity also decreases your risk of breast cancer by 30% and increases survival rate from a heart attack by 80%. Right now, 1 in 3 Americans is already hitting the 30-minute mark. Why don't you join them? Start with 15 minutes and work your way up. Walking is a great way to extend your life, get out in the fresh air, and just enjoy the day. Remember, it's your health, it's your life, it's your choice. This healthy living tip of the week is brought to you by Dr. Lenise Anderson and the Healing Tree Wellness Center. When you think health, think Healing Tree Wellness, where the impossible is possible.